written or video. Assuming you did video, you're going to have to pick a web host person thing company. Unless you're like have $1 billion and you can buy your own web server and blah, 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 in which case, good for you, let's be best friends. YouTube is the one that I've used pretty much exclusively, and I've had a hit or miss thing with it. Benefits, it's very user-friendly. It's pretty easy to get an account that can upload HD videos longer than 15 minutes. You can organize stuff into playlists, which is really nice if you have like different series going at the same time. And you can kind of customize the way your stuff looks without having to know a lot about web coding. That side, YouTube is huge now. It's owned by Google, which means if you have a question, unless you're like famous, you're probably never going to get an answer. Also, like a lot of their copyright infringement, whatever things, is based off of web programs or software that actually like will try to automatically identify sections of a video as like the music or the video or both stolen from something else, and it'll just automatically, it'll slap an ad on there, or a lot of times, or sometimes they'll go so far as to take the video down. There's also, they fixed it a little bit, but I had one of my videos taken down based on a spam flag, which is supposed to be for stuff that like tries to scam you out of your money, which is completely inaccurate. And it's because some troll, he yelled at them and got them all insanely.
Yeah, it's my fault. I yelled at a troll and the video got banned.
And he got them insanely irate, so they.
That means I won.
Went out and. Are you done? They went and filed a whole bunch of false flags and got the video removed. And once the video is removed, you can't even re-upload it. If you try, the system automatically recognizes the video and it's like, nope, I don't think so. And also you get a strike in your account and you get 3 strikes and your account is deleted. So YouTube is a harsh mistress in that respect. So there's also some other channel or web services that I don't know that much about. There's LibTV, Dailymotion, and Veo. And I think the thing about Dailymotion is that it's kind of more geared towards professionals. So if you go on Dailymotion, you're going to be in competition. Combat would be awesome. In competition with like professionally made documentaries and web series, and and LibTV and Veo, they're a lot smaller than YouTube. They're not quite as they're not quite as user friendly, and they don't have nearly as big communities. But yeah, you can look into them more if you decide to hate YouTube.
And also, Veo is more focused on television rather than user-generated content, although they do support it.
Okay. So, if you are going to Let's Play PC games, I very, very strongly recommend getting this little program called Fraps. It's like $37 for the full thing, and it's amazing. Like, I fought so much trying to figure out how to record stuff. And Fraps does it well. It does an amazing job. The only 2 possible problems is that sometimes, like, browser-based Flash games and stuff like that, Fraps doesn't recognize as a game, so you'll have difficulty getting it to record. And the other thing, this isn't really a flaw, this is just something you have to account for. Fraps doesn't compress video, which is how it manages to be so fast. So you need to have a big hard drive. For instance, like I'll film like a 15-minute video. A 15-minute video, and it's 3.9 gigabytes. Like it splits up per 3.9, and then it starts a new file, so you're gonna have to edit them together.
7 gigabytes.
Yeah, gigabytes. So a 15-minute video will be like 5 files of 3.9 gigabytes each. Yeah. So either you have to have a big drive, or you have to religiously clean it out. Film a video, encode it. Film a video, encode it. So if you're going to capture from a console, you're going to need a capture device. And luckily, they've made great strides, supposedly, since the Let's Plays first started. You used to have to do like these insane workarounds to get it working. The two biggest ones on the market right now are these are on the wrong side. I didn't have time to change that. That's the and that's the, it's I thought you said it's called how.
I got them reversed.
It's
Okay, got it.
Anyway, is the hotbed, yeah, it's the black magic. This is a hotbed. I got it a couple months ago actually, and I haven't really gotten to use it that much. Before that, a friend actually got the Blackmagic Intensity Shuttle, which is like the Pro, and I tried it. And my computer, I put quite a bit of money into trying to make it like souped up so it can handle this kind of stuff. I could get the freaking thing to work. So unless you have like a super amazing computer, I doubt you're going to get the Blackmagic Intensity to work. This one, it's not, it's HD. It's not super HD, but it's pretty simple. And if you do go with this, my advice is always record on the PS3 one, because the file type for the Xbox 360, the sound is out of sync, and nobody's really found a way around it except to record as the PS3 one. But this one is nice. It has the component, and it has the red RGB in the front for like slightly older consoles, like like GameCube. There's no HDMI, unfortunately, so if you are going to do from like a Xbox and you have it as an HDMI, you're going to have to hook up the component and then switch it over to the normal thing. But yeah, I haven't used it that much, so I can't speak that much towards it, but I wanted to start doing some console games that either aren't on PC or just are better on console. Like I think Assassin's Creed is way better on console than on PC just because of the mechanics. But anyway, next.
Well, just as a note on the Blackmagic, give you an idea of the massive file size that it's referring to. We recorded approximately 30 seconds of video, came out to over 80 gigabytes.
And I mean, we messed with it for several hours, so there might be a better way, but I don't know. I just gave up. I was like, whatever. Other options, the super cheap option is there's this thing called the Dazzle. There's a couple of different models. That's what I had before, and it is not HD, but and it can be tricky to get it to work, but you can record standard definition video with it if you're that desperate to start doing this with right now. Also, if you're going to do picture-in-picture, you should get a webcam. You could use like an iPod or something and then just like put it on separately, but that's like a big pain in the butt. I would just use a webcam. No, that's not my webcam. I just thought it was really cute. Just pick whatever webcam you are comfortable with. It doesn't matter to me. And the biggest non-console capture device that you're going to need is a microphone. Because, like I said, if you don't have a commentary, it's not a Let's Play, it's just a walkthrough. The one that I have, it's in my bag. I'm not even about getting it. Is that thing? That's the Yeti. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Oh, sorry. That's the Yeti, which I got for about $200 from Newegg, I think, which is like the best site ever for getting computer stuff. It's like Amazon, but cheaper and better return policy. So, Newegg.com. Strongly recommend it.
How do you spell that?
New
N-E-W?
egg.com.
Okay. E-G-G.
E-G-G. Like the egg that you eat.
That's how you eat eggs, with your hands.
Shell and all.
Yep, new egg.
It's a hard-boiled egg. Don't question my cooking methods. Anyway, so I got the
return policy.
Yeah, so I got the Yeti, and it's not a bad microphone. It has a couple of different settings that have like weird names like cardioid or something like that. But basically, I just use stereo. It's supposed to be like you can position yourself different places. Like you can actually have one setting where it's between you and another person. But I pretty much only use the stereo. But the two bad things about it, it's heavy. It's like not 15 pounds. It's like 10 pounds, which gets, you can't really carry it around. Can you not disagree with me about everything? Also, it tends to pick up like every sound ever. So if you live in a noisy environment, don't get it because it just like everything. Another model that came out after the Yeti, which I've heard a lot of good things about, is the Snowball, which is also by Blue. They're made by the same company, and it's a little ball, and people seem to really like it. I don't have one, so I can't say. Another option you might want to do is headsets, which are good if you have a lot of noise and you're trying to get just right in front of your face. Of course, the bad thing is that then you have this like heavy old thing on your head, but you know. And like Turtle Beach is like one of the top-notch ones. I don't know if he has one. I don't have a headset. I just use my microphone and earbuds.
And yells at us, "Stop washing the dishes."
Yeah.
Because we're
Stop doing the laundry. I can hear it from like a house and a half away. Anyway, next. So also you're going to need some software. For audio, recording the actual audio, originally I did it with Audacity. I would record the video with Fraps and my commentary with Audacity, and I would put the Audacity, I would export it as an MP3 and I would put it in the Fraps file, and it was like a big pain in the butt. Now I just record straight in through Fraps, because Fraps actually lets you record the game audio and your commentary at the same time. The only bad thing about that is you can't really edit the commentary by itself. So if you record a video and you don't like the commentary, pretty much your only option is to completely redo that whole section. Whereas if they're separate, you can redub commentary. And Fraps, like I said, it's $37, and Audacity is actually free. It's open source software. It can be a little bit not user-friendly, but otherwise it's a pretty good program. And then video editing software. Your cheapest option is probably going to be just Windows Movie Maker, which comes with legal copies of Windows XP or later. It has limited functionality, but people actually underestimate Windows Movie Maker. I've seen some really good videos on YouTube that they said made in Windows Movie Maker. It's just you have to kind of learn how to do it. But yeah, I mean, if you're not doing like a lot of editing or whatever, WMM will do the job. Another option is Sony Vegas, which is expensive. It's $600 for the newest version. There's a 30-day trial available on their website. It's very robust, but it's an expensive program, and it's good for serious video editors, and it's only on PC. I've used it a little bit, and I didn't like it, and I didn't hate it. I was like, whatever. There's also Final Cut Pro, which is for the Mac people, and it's Mac only. I've never used it in my life, but and it's supposedly $300 for the newest version. But I've heard that a lot of actual industry, like movie makers and stuff, use Final Cut Pro, whatever. So it's be a good program. Because the more expensive, the better right now. The one I use is Adobe Premiere. And the price thing, it's hard to say with Adobe software because they have these like bundles of different programs for different purposes, like design, developer, whatever. And I only have it because I got it through a student discount like years ago. And as soon as I actually start making money, I'm going to have to buy a business copy, which means at least $800. So I'm not looking forward to that. But there's cheaper options available if you're a student. I don't remember how much it was, but it's like way less. But it's a what?
There was a bundle that they just recently released for students. It was $150 and included Premiere. So if you're a student, you should try that out.
Okay. Yeah.
You can also get
like,
you can also get Vegas with an audio bundle, not the full pro version, but you can get it for like under $100.
I didn't know. Oh yeah, and also I forgot with Adobe there's like simpler versions called Elements, like Adobe Premiere Elements, which is like a really basic version of Premiere. But if you're just going to do that, I think you might as well just go with Windows Movie Maker. The other thing about Premiere too is that like it has certain things that make no sense. Like it's really bad at using your whole processor. So I have like 8 gigabytes of RAM. 16. And I can't get Premiere to use more than like 4. I'm just like, why? So when I'm editing, it's really slow.
32.
I have
She's using the 64.
Yeah, I have the 64-bit version, so. Excellent. So these are just the settings that I've been using. I'm not even going to read them off because no one will remember and I won't remember. But yeah, this right here has been a huge issue for me. I still don't really know what any of this means, but every few months I'll get upset or I'll fed up with the size of my video, the quality, and I'll look up guides and I'll try another guide. So the one I'm using right now, it was Raw Productions. I don't have the link on me, but if you send me a message, I can try to find the link for you. And they recommended like 29.97 frames per second, VBR 1 pass, whatever. All right, next.
Just as a note on the frames per second, with YouTube's compression rates, you want to go with a minimum of 29.9 seconds.
Forget it.
Why is that?
Because otherwise the video will not look smooth whatsoever.
Because you're the choppy.
Yeah, but beyond that, it's not really going to have an appreciable effect when your file size is going to go up. So.
Right.
Yeah, that's a whole ballpark I wouldn't really feel like I'm qualified to talk about because I don't know that much about technology. Anyway. And so, two things, I don't know. I do have business cards, so if you guys are interested in my channel, you can get a business card and check it out. I'll be like, yay. Also, I promised prizes, so how about some trivia? And I'll show you the prizes first, because you probably care about that part. They're kind of random, but a lot of it's stuff that I got from when I went to Anime Expo a couple weeks ago. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm really organizing. Okay. So I have some posters, I have a hat, and I have a bunch of little keychains given to me by other people. Oh, I was going to blow this up and I forgot. Sorry. Okay. So these are guns. They're real live guns, fully loaded. From this game coming out called Firefall, which is going to be an MMO shooter. And I thought they were the portal gun until I realized it was something different. And I'm sorry I didn't blow them up, but they're like this big, and I don't know, you can run over your nephew and hit him in the head with it.
They
Whatever.
look like giant space guns.
Yeah. There's also this hat from Crazy Heads, and I'm not even I'm like, if someone really wants this, you can have it. But if you're like whatever, then no, don't take it, because she was like, oh my god, so I know you.
You know me?
No, I know him.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I was saying like,
Shut
you're
up.
Like,
like,
have you seen my Let's Plays or something? That would be awesome.
if you give me your information, sure.
Yes.
Anyway, so it's from Crazy Heads, who does like a bunch of random hats like pandas and stuff, and they got hired to do the official Android one. And it's really soft and funny. I like it. And then I also have, I have these posters. They're a little bit banged up from transit, but they're from when the Halo Anniversary Edition came out. It's the same poster, but if you like Master Chief, you might want it. And then I have a whole bunch of keychains and buttons, because when I told the Tofu Girls guy about my channel, he was like, oh my god, here's everything that you could, He threw it all in a bag, and I was like, yeah, no way, so you can take one of those out. So, is anyone interested in those fantastic prizes? No? Yes? Okay. Alright, so I guess I'll read these out, and if you get it right, you can come up and pick a keychain and then one of these. So, first I have some to see if anyone was paying attention. I was hoping there'd be more people, but oh well.
Quality, not quantity.
I forgot to mention. Okay, well I can't ask this question because I forgot to mention it. But okay, so fair use. There's this thing on YouTube and elsewhere that people call fair use, where basically if game footage has commentary on it that is educational or parodying purposes, makes it legally okay. And people seem to think that it's like something you can just slap on there and makes anything okay. It's not that easy, but it does help you a little bit when you're posting a video. You just say like, this video falls under the fair use clause because it's parody and blah, 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 blah. It can make it a little less likely that your video will get taken down. So obviously I can't ask that question, but okay. How about, what are the 3 types of games you can let's play?
Retro games, big games, and indie games. Or newer games.
Okay, that's right.
Okay.
Pick a keychain and then gun or think he really wants the hat.
I really do.
I already got one silly hat.
Guns are cool. They're like this.
No, I actually have a friend who's like who's something promoting FireCon.
Oh, so people already have one, so why?
Oh, actually I've done them.
Oh,
It's been a while since I've.
They've been giving them out like candies. Like they're like, here, have guns. I'm like, I'm not sure what to think of this. Yeah. Okay. And name a recording device.
Easy cap.
That I mentioned.
Oh. Bonus points for.
Shut up, Dominic. Sorry, like fantastically waving his hand behind you.
It's fine then. Black magic.
Wait,
Huh.
you were answering.
Black magic.
Yes.
Black. Good.
I already know what she's from.
Exactly.
I like this one. You can pick whatever one you want. Okay, so there's one gun and 2 Halo posters left. Name a pro and con of retro games. Dominic, you know me. Stop raising your
I
hand.
had to pay attention to your presentation.
Pro is for nostalgic purposes, and the con is it's probably cool with graphic support.
Yes. And pro and con of either new or indie games. Ignoring him. You.
What was the question?
A pro and a con of either new games or indie games.
New games.
Try it.
New games.
Go ahead.
Well, I already got a prize. So
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you got one over here.
Pro of indie games is they're cheap. A con of indie games is that maybe nobody's ever heard of it, so no one will actually watch your let's
All
play.
right, that's a good one.
Okay. So I guess there's gonna be one. Go ahead. Yeah. So there's one poster left. Yeah. There's only like. Okay. So it's between. I didn't to death right now. Okay. Well, you know, you want Halo. You like Halo.
I'm cool with whatever.
Okay. Well, why don't you guys just.
I bet she wants Halo.
You want Halo?
I don't even know where Halo is. Take it, please.
Well, here, you guys can pick one. I'll just give it to you after you.
You know, I could have just waited. I didn't have to answer anything.
Wow.
I didn't see those neat keychains.
And then everybody else gets one. I don't want
Yay!
Wait,
Throw 'em.
I still didn't get
Watch the light.
Oh, that was the gore. I want that one. Anyone else want one? You guys already got one.
On what?
Which one did you
Free
get?
stuff?
Free stuff. Free buttons.
Buttons!
What?
It's your hat.
It's the Android.
Ah, okay.
I want
That
it.
looks so familiar.
I want it.
Here,
It's
I
comfy.
have these. You want this one?
Brandon just for showing them. Yeah, she never showed them to me.
You got my mom.
I know, but
You get the treasure of having me for
maybe
daughter.
I want one.
All right, so there weren't a lot of you, but thank you very much for coming.
Any
I was
questions?
gonna say, if anyone has questions at that, but you guys are all probably like, so, but if anyone does have questions.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
How did you decide that this is how you wanted to do what you're doing today?
Okay, so the guy I mentioned before, Toby Games, I got really into his channel thanks to him. He basically, like I said, he plays games, but he like talks to the characters and he reacts to what's happening on screen, and his videos are hilarious. And I saw them and I was like, I want to try doing that. So I did a couple of videos. And I put those videos out there, and all of a sudden people were like, this is hilarious, do more. And I was like, okay. And it just kind of snowballed from there. And basically I just started doing it all the time. I spent money basically with my computer and getting like the HD capture thing, and I'm trying to make a career out of it. Not just this, also like reviews
Writing.
and industry people, but
And writing.
So is it your dream to do this for a livelihood?
for a while, yeah. I mean, not for the rest of my life, but it'd be nice for a little while, I guess.
Since beginning, how steady has the increase on your income from this event?
Well,
100% steady, right?
I've only been getting.
He missed the beginning of your thing. We said don't do it for
You
pay.
said paying fortunes, but
Yeah,
doesn't mean
okay,
you
so
don't
I've
make
only been
money.
getting paid for like 3 months now, and I pretty much, like the most I made was like 160 for 1 month.
Is that
And
profit
Huh?
or is that profit? Is it have you made more than you invested into it?
Is that what?
Not even
Profit.
close.
Not even close. Yeah. No, if you count the money I put into my thing, I get like negative 1,000 every year, so like. But I just got signed with TGN, so I can finally start marketing myself more, so I'm hoping to turn that around. But like I said, don't hold your breath, you're not gonna get rich.
As you get more followers and more people subscribing to your videos, you'll get more income.
Yeah, and also another thing that's nice is now that I'm partnered, I should start getting paid per 1,000 views, whereas before I was only getting paid when people put it on ads.
So I hate to cut this off, but we can continue questions outside, but we're about to load in Gamers to Play. So thank you all very much, and thank you, Games for Fight.
Thank you.